Last night, in a deep state of meditation, the familiar current of my higher self descended, a radiant, palpable stream felt entering through my crown and into every cell of my being, a feeling of the moment a perfect stellar key fits a lock. My awareness organically expanded beyond Earth's atmosphere until I found myself aboard a YahYel craft, unlike any I had visited before. This ship was alive with movement, many beings tending, reading energy, observing, monitoring frequencies, exchanging data through light. A young YahYel male approached me warmly. His energy was bright, almost playfully distracting. He asked with curiosity, "What is the purpose of your visit?" As he spoke, something subtle began to shimmer at the edge of my awareness, a fine golden thread of resonance coming from the far end of the ship. The more I attuned to this subtlety, the clearer it became. Amid the flurry of motion, I realized I was being gently tested. Could I perceive the still voice beneath the noise, the true call that had drawn me here? When I asked permission to move toward that energy, the young man smiled knowingly and said, "No permission is required here. If it excites you, that is your permission." Rather than walking, which I like to do to get a lay of the ship and meet many beings, I projected my consciousness directly towards the source. There, beyond the activity, I entered a crystalline chamber lined with translucent walls that overlooked the stars. The silence was beautiful. Upon a low curved seat near the glass sat a YahYel woman with long brown hair. The moment our fields met, my heart swelled with a warmth. Oh, how I know her, as if I had been found by a memory older than time. I understood then that the young man's conversation had been a test in many ways, to see if I could hold my frequency steady enough to feel beyond the surface, to follow resonance through subtlety rather than be absorbed by movement. She greeted me with serene warmth and explained that she had come forward as a new mentor, answering a request I had made in stillness weeks earlier. As she began to speak, her words reactivated a deep remembrance that my way of communication is hybridized. I receive what I need to know precisely when it is needed, never before and never after. I've never felt the need to remember or carry information. At times, the lower mind would resist against it, but I always found myself coming back to what I know. Her words rekindled a peace I hadn't realized I'd lost. While she spoke, light began to gather behind her, first a bright flame, then the unmistakable form of a great energetic dragon. Its head shimmered like molten gold and living plasma. She raised one hand toward it in reverence, acknowledged the presence of an ancient friend while still holding the conversation. The dragon's energy entered the space like a tide of wisdom. With her guidance, I allowed the current of the dragon to flow through me, crown to throat, throat to heart, a blazing transmission of remembrance. I felt the layers of my consciousness realign, ancient knowledge resurfacing like constellations returning to view, a deeper knowing of self beyond identity. There was an ignition, the meeting of self with self, where the ancient flame within recognized its own reflection in form. The guardian of flame is this very moment, when the eternal light of wisdom awakens within the vessel of the human heart and says, "I am here." Integrative reflection. The guardian of flame is a keeper of inner sovereignty, the aspect of consciousness that remembers how to hold power with grace. It is the dragon's breath within you, the ancient solar intelligence that refines, clarifies, and creates through love. This archetype speaks to the mastery of transformation, to honor the fires that arise not as destruction but as illumination. Every emotion, every challenge, every burning question is an initiation, the alchemy through which awareness becomes gold. To walk as the guardian of flame is to live as the flame itself, to know that your light is self-generating, self-sustaining, and eternally connected to the source fire from which all creation flows. It is to recognize that the wisdom you seek has never been elsewhere. It has always been the breath moving through you. You are not here to tame the fire, but to remember you are the one who breathes it. The dragon is your ancient knowing, the flame your eternal self awakening. I share this experience so that you too may feel the invitation to know self through journeying, to trust the living flame of your own wisdom and the ancient presence that guards it. This is but a glimpse inside what the One Heart Open Contact Oracle offers, a living library of remembrance, contact, and guided inner journeys into the heart of creation. If it excites your heart, consider this your permission, your invitation to step within the oracle, for this oracle will reflect to you the oracle that lives within. We have 5 days left of our Kickstarter campaign. Every pre-order, every pledge enables me to birth this oracle within a world needing to remember that we, despite our differences, are of the one beating heart.